Hello everyone, welcome to today's economics class. Our topic today is meaning of economics and related concepts. By the end of today's class, students will be able to define economics and explain its central problems, identify and explain the basic concept of economics, state and explain the relationship between scarcity, choice and opportunity cost, explain opportunity cost as the next best alternative for forgone, as well as be able to distinguish between money cost, real cost, and opportunity cost with certain examples. And now, what is economics? Economics can be defined as a social science that studies how individuals, firms, and governments who are economic agents make choices on the use of scarce resources to satisfy their unlimited wants. There are different definitions of economics, from Adam Smith, who says economics is science of wealth of nations, to Alfred Marshall's definition of economics, which says economics is a study of man in the ordinary business of life, and finally to the most acceptable Lionel Robbins, who define economics as a science which studies human behavior as a relation between ends, which are our wants, and scarce means, which have alternative uses. In the most simplest terms, economics is just about making rational choices. Since our wants are unlimited, so we need to optimize our resources, which are very limited, to satisfy our wants. Scope of economics. Economics has a very wide scope. From one side, we can look at economics from the micro and macroeconomics. So for microeconomics, it is an economics that focuses on individual agent and markets, while the macroeconomics study the economy as a whole. It looks at the issue of national income, inflation rate, exchange rate, unemployment, and so on. Economics can also be seen from the positive and normative side. From positive, economics can be seen as what is, which describes how the economy works based on fact and testable theories. From normative angle, economics can be seen from value judgment, what ought to be. Beyond this, economics also has relationship with other behavioral or social related subjects like politics, like sociology or even psychology. There are other branches of and topics of economics that actually widen the scope of economics. So we can look at international trade, we can look at development economics, we can look at econometrics, which is a combination of economic theories, statistics, and mathematics. So we have labor economics, financial economics, public economics, we have energy economics, and so on. And there are many more. So economics has a very wide scope. And now, do you think economics is such an important subject? Yeah, the answer is yes. There are many areas where economics can be applicable to all the economic agents. Is either you are an individual, you are a business, or government. So we can look at areas like resource allocation, how best we can allocate our resources. So it helps us to explain how best our resources are allocated, how best we can maximize what we have, because the human want are unlimited. So for government, we can look at policy guidance, It informs decision on taxation, for instance, or subsidy, or even regulation and social programs. Another area where economics is important is the reality of trade-offs, which is the concept of opportunity cost and the consequences of how you allocate your resources. So another area is understanding the markets, analyze prices, looking at incentives, competition, and market efficiency, measurement and prediction, uses of data and models to forecast growth, inflation, unemployment, things that have to do with data driving and analysis are also an important aspect of economics. We can as well, look at the economy from a global perspective by assessing international trade, exchange rates, and cross-country differences through the subject of economics. So economics has a lot of importance to all the economic agents, the individual, which is the household, the business unit, or even the government. And now economics as a science, though is categorized as a social science, do have methodology like any other science. So it begins with observation and questioning, firstly about something, examining the real world phenomenon. From there to theoretical models, that is using simplified abstract representation to capture relationships. That's modeling. So coming